introducing Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on Taylor Heineke and the Washington Commanders.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit, stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Another run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here. Behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, Bring your game.
Buyer beware. Elliott Good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosen it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Elliott Good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles get another third quarter lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll throw again. Heineke. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the... And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. It's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're
down. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles in this first half.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the 20 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up
5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Brady. High throw, but the catch is made. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 53 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least get one score back. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point up and good by Succop. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin.
The running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive. Hurts fumbles it. Johnson on, poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Extra point try now for Succop. And now it's blocked. And the Eagles have got it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually...
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl 18. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
A lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Succop as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 57. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013. And they've been one of the best teams in the NFL the last decade or so. And now they look to cap off a tremendous season.
And to your point, we have to remember that Baltimore Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland. Since then, they won the Super Bowl twice, number 47, as you mentioned, and also Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and not too many players are to go, but this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 2nd and 11.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The quick, there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl. Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays up.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is brought in at the 21. Gets past one man. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, and no effort to bring this one out, it's a touchback.
To me, when we were walking up to the booth after he said that, you're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get the watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. Touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the... They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jackson on first down. Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take.
He's pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? And just if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
It was over a long time ago.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset.
Fair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Again, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 54 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the away for the second time. Here as they'll try to cover this one. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.